Hey, what's up you guys? Today we're going to do a room tour. As you guys can see, I have a lot of taxidermy in my room, so if that sort of stuff bothers you, I suggest that you click off this video right now. Just as a little disclaimer, I do know where all my animals come from. None of my animals have been illegally taken or poached. A lot of the animals that I do have are hunted. As some of you may know, hunting is not a bad thing and it is something that has to be done. Taxidermy is a way to respect that animal after it has passed. So let's go check them out. Alright, first thing we're going to start with is my dresser. This is my baby goat Prancer. Prancer is mummified, so that means that he still has all of his bones in him. This is Cranberry, my lamb that I taxidermied. Cranberry's pelt was bought off of an auction, and no, I do not know how he died. This is June. June is a jackalope that was custom made by May Jackalope. I'll leave a link to her Instagram below. This is my candle opera from Target's Halloween section, and a couple of red rose trinkets covered in wax. This is a deer skull that I recently cleaned. I will eventually be selling it, but it was super pretty, so I want to display it for now. And this is my fox skull. This is actually from the fox that I taxidermied that you'll see later in the video. And we have Fester and Gomez. These are actually some of my favorite pieces that I made in taxidermy school. I feel like you never see pheasants fighting. You always see that classic wall mount, but I love these boys. And that's it for my dresser. These are my white-tailed deer, Lucky and Juliet. Juliet is actually a sun-bleached doe. She is very old. I bought her from an antique shop, and she was so sad looking when I got her. I repainted her nose, and I repainted her eyes, and I just gave her a full-blown makeover. This is Lucky. He is a buck that I shot when I was about 15 years old. The reason his name is Lucky is because he actually has a broken antler and he has 7 points. We actually think he was a buck that got stuck in a swing. This is my Ptarmigan Willow. In order for it to be white again, I had to literally give it a bath because it was covered in cigarette smoke. This is Duke and Shiloh. They're named after my mom's horse, Duke of Shiloh, and his stall plate sits underneath of both of them. These two were the first deer that I've ever mounted. I wanted to make them look like they were interacting with each other, so we have Shiloh reaching for some of Duke's lamb ear. And can we talk about the asymmetrical rack? It's actually off of a roadkill deer. Now we have Scooter. He's a surf scooter, very appropriately named. His beak is hand painted, as well as his feet, and he was actually the first mount that I ever made in taxidermy school. This is Crow. Crow is a red-tailed fox, and that fox skull you saw on the dresser is his own. So the great part about making your own taxidermy is that you have the whole animal, and you're able to keep that skull if you'd like. So this is my Ouija board pillow. I got this in TJ Maxx around August, and most of my bedding is from Urban Outfitters, so if you're ever looking for some really good bedding, I highly recommend them. Now this is probably my favorite piece in my collection. This is Zinc. He is a zebra from an antique shop called Screaming Lion Antiques. I'll leave their information down below. Now, a lot of people think that Zinc is wearing a racing bridle, but he is actually wearing a driving bridle, which is used on horses that pull carts or carriages. I call Zinc a secondhand trophy because the person that hunted him most likely died and the family sold off the mounts, and he gets to live with me now. And here's another non-taxidermy part of my room. This is my favorite tapestry. It's from Urban Outfitters. It's supposed to look like a tarot card, and the best part about it is that it glows in the dark. So at nighttime, the wolves and moon light up, and it is amazing. And this is my pet chicken, Twix. She passed away while I was in taxidermy school, and well, now she's taxidermy. This is Canyon and Gray. One is a soft mount coyote, and the other one is a soft mount gray fox. They're actually my first two pieces of taxidermy that I attempted by myself, and they have a ton of technical issues, but that's learning. Alright, let's talk about these paintings. These paintings were done by my grandmother. She was an amazing oil painter. These first two were based off of paintings by an English painter named John William Waterhouse. And this last one was just a pretty fairy, and I'm obsessed with the colors. This is my rug flats that I made, and let me tell you, I have a new respect for rug makers because this thing was so hard to make. Alright, here's one of my crystal skulls, along with a bobcat skull that I cleaned out. And who doesn't love ducklings? And now for the fan favorite. This is Quartz. He is my 90 to 100-year-old deer mount. He is covered in about 100 crystals, which makes him extremely heavy. And he is a spooky boy. When I got him, he only had that amount of fur on him. So I took full advantage of that and carved a skull into the side of his face. And then we added a light, and it is amazing. He's very spooky, and he has actually a really cute face, so we love him. So this is my little oddities shelf. It includes a hatchet fish, a horse kneecap, my adult teeth, a crystallized raccoon skull, and some butterfly wings. I also have this cool book that I made in college. So this is my desk area. I am a graphic designer, so having a nice desk space is super important to me. We have some Domino Bone stickers. I'll leave a link to her stuff down below. And then we have a Halloween horse, along with some super tiny horses in my plants. Last but not least, we have Maggie the Magpie. Maggie was actually the first piece of taxidermy that I bought online. He came from England and he took over 6 months to arrive, and he wasn't even the right one, but we love him anyways. Alright, if you guys have any questions, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to you. Or if you want to get started on a weird collection, let me know too. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!